Sukesa is just an ordinary office worker walking on the street, but today was the most special day when he was helped by a female ninja from the Leaf Village. Standing up to protect the young man, looking at her tight-fitting outfit, every part of it was clearly visible. He thought she was a cosplayer, but in fact, she wasn't. Shizuri is known as the legendary ninja, the master of the most advanced ninjutsu in the ninja world. Sukesa just understood. Min also bowed his head, thanking her because just a little bit more and he would have been crushed by the steel bars. The girl said that the reason he often encountered life-threatening situations was all because of the devil. Now that you mention it, since childhood, Sukesa has often suffered from Shizuri. He explains that demons are creatures from another world, but the reason he is targeted is that he comes from a martial family from ancient times. They take responsibility to protect the world like the little ninja village. He don't believe it but still think the other person is a cosplayer. My friend can tell right away that she doesn't believe it. So she made the monster appear and scared the hell out of him, but it turned out that ghosts really exist. The couple then left and the mitochondria also introduced their names. Because they saw something that shouldn't have been seen, they became targets. Now Shizuri wants to be by his side to protect him. The martial blood flowing out of him is gradually awakening the demons. They don't want this to happen at all. So the frequency of their attacks from now on will be more severe. Just like that, he was contracted with my friend to receive eternal protection. Suddenly, she ran to me and asked me about everything from work to money and, most importantly, she needed a game console. Looking at Shizuri's eager face, he didn't know what she was thinking. Luckily, he met all the conditions she needed, so he brought her home. Because he was living alone, he didn't mind taking the girl to her room and then changing. Then suddenly she kneeled down and begged that he would try his best to protect her. So from now on, he hopes Sukesa will take care of me. This saying is no different than a confession, which is like agreeing right away. Hearing that, Shizuri was extremely happy because from now on she could play games comfortably without worrying about anything anymore. Then immediately, she asked to play games and screamed like she was high on drugs. It turns out that the girl is an otaku. This is a term that refers to people who only stay in their rooms and rarely go out. To put it bluntly, they just wait for the right moment and don't do anything but play small games and don't hesitate to show off that they are addicted female ninjas. Electronics hope from now on he will take care of her. Hana Flash. A week has passed since Sukesa adopted the girl. Her daily schedule includes eating, sleeping, resting, and playing games. Occasionally seeing Min in trouble, she helped out. Other than that, Shizuri didn't do anything around the house. Luckily, the other guy was quite kind and didn't ask for anything. He also often made delicious food to nourish the female ninja. Shizuri also realized how bad she was. Damn it, asking if living like this forever is okay, also afraid that Sukesa will be angry. But on the contrary, he has always been lonely. Being alone, having someone to live with like this is very fun. Since childhood, he have been very bad at communication. After graduating, my family background is not better. Shizuri is hyperactive and active. She will be an example for me to learn how to respond. That blind cat meets a cockroach type, happy beyond words seeing the young man self-conscious. A little compliment calling me the most wonderful person he have ever known. She didn't even tease, asking if he liked the type of girl. Heg, you're unlucky enough to fall in love, you should think again. He doesn't mean anything by it. He just wants to live together as friends. After eating, she thanked him profusely and ran off to take a shower. Actually, she's a girl quite fond of that guy. So he didn't dare let Sukesa discover that he was blushing because he was afraid that the next period of time, the couple's life would not change at all. Lately, every night, the demons have been targeting the young man. Luckily, there is the legendary ninja of the Leaf Village, so he has not encountered any danger. Sukesa said thank you, but she did not dare to accept because this was her job, and they also had a master-servant contract. He is the one with the power, not her. The next day, while playing, she thought about whether or not she should help Sukesa with the housework. Being treated so well, she was also embarrassed. At this time, she would come back to buy her a limited edition game too. The naive girl asked what good thing happened to her today that made her so generous. The young man explained that this was a daily thank you gift. These days, every night, the demons and ghosts have been raging for her. Eliminating them was too easy. But he was different. If it weren't for his friend, he would have died a few times. Shizuri also told him that for her, those monsters were just like elementary quests in the game. Only next time, there is no need to buy so many fruits. On the contrary, she is the one who needs to thank him for being pampered. She always wanted to be a real kid. But now it seems that has changed because of the young man's heart. She also invited him to decide the winner or loser in a fighting game. She was very confident in possessing the genius ability of a female ninja to fight against demons. There's no way he would lose to an office worker like him. After playing 5 games, Shizuri lost all 5. He didn't expect my master to be so good at fighting and not even lose half his blood but already won. Only then did he know that he had won several tournaments in the past. No joke. She immediately met the anonymous master, who was angry but still tried to keep his dignity, saying that he was not serious but was still defeated and could not win. Since it was late, he also asked to do the laundry. Besides, he thought that spending time together like this was good. He hoped that next time he would be able to compete with his friend. Hearing that, Shizuri was very happy and forgot all her worries. Just now, when she was thinking, she thought, and suddenly the girl asked to decide the winner one more time, and about the pile of clothes she promised to wash them tomorrow morning, so don't worry. The scene changed to a few days later. While having fun in the game, suddenly Shizuri felt Min in danger. After the contract, she could know the owner's situation within a certain range. Luckily, this group only appears at night, so it was okay, but if it goes in the middle of the day, then this life is over. With lightning speed, in a flash, she arrived to protect him. She set up a barrier and told Sukesa to rest assured that she wouldn't let anything happen. A single hair of his was touched, but he turned around and asked her to help him complete the mission in the game. Het was just a fantasy, but now he only had 10 minutes left to hunt for rare equipment. He was helpless with this girl, but he trusted her very much. Completely ignoring the monster and focusing on playing, it felt like the two sides had a strong bond from a long time ago, not just a month ago. Very quickly, the demon was also slashed to pieces. Tsukasa's gaming skills are also top-notch. In a flash, he was able to hunt for some rare equipment for his friend, making her happy. In fact, this is not bad at all. The next day, the company suddenly sent the young man on a business trip. He was quite worried about his friend, afraid that in a week she wouldn't be able to be independent. Shizuri confidently said, "He am an adult now, so don't worry. Give her some amulets that can ward off evil spirits and protect the host. Even if he goes for a week, it won't be attacked. The Vojia bloodline will be completely hidden, and the demons will be ignited." Suddenly, she thought, if he already have this item, why do he need a ninja like me? Min was more worried about her friend than himself. The demon problem was considered solved by the charm, but Shizuri didn't know how to cook, so it was best to leave some money for her. She went to buy food herself to come back quickly. She received an envelope promising that she would try to survive for the next week. Later, while she was lying there, she suddenly received a notification that today was the day to sell her favorite miniature model again. It's also a limited edition, but its price is quite expensive, just equal to the amount of money Sukesa left behind. He remembered that a few days ago the couple used to sit and watch anime about the other character. Shizuri is extremely fond of the character Limu because she is very cute. Her personality is like half angel, half devil, so no matter how many times you watch it, you will never get bored. The ninja girl from the Leaf Village thinks of a way to get the Sukesa item. She just left. Now, if he asks him, it will cause trouble, so this method is not good. Shizuri looked through the envelope. The money left by the beetle nut was sweating profusely. Unable to control herself, she gave up the money. That's the result after Sukesa came back from his business trip. Het turned out like this because he didn't have enough money, so his friend only dared to buy bean sprouts to eat to survive. When she found out that the owner had returned, she cried tears of joy like this. Heg he go any longer, he might die. He begged the young man to cook rice. He am so hungry he can't stand it. He wonders what happened in the past week. Shizuri sees men bringing fruit back and asks Sukesa if she knows. She really likes the character Lumu, so she brought this one home from work as a gift. It's like doubling the sadness. Shizuri wondered for the past week she's been suffering. What's the point of being hungry? He should have called for help from the beginning. But because of the shock, she passed out on the spot and didn't come back to life until the next day. Sukesa had already gone to work, so she went into the kitchen to look for food. Accidentally, she discovered he forgot to bring a small lunchbox. She called the young man to ask if he needed her to bring it over. He felt strange because he thought she would spend time playing games but was thinking about meeting somewhere. In a flash, the little girl flew in front of him, and he looked surprised because this was the rooftop of a building with dozens of floors. She confidently showed off her personality and said this was a magic technique that didn't worry about being seen by others. In addition, she had to apologize for making him worry yesterday. She learned from the previous incident. She said that a new game was coming out soon and wanted to ask for money to buy it. He agreed. The scene of them having fun was captured and posted online. Because she was wearing a tight outfit, another ninja in the village accidentally discovered it. After checking the traces on the rooftop, she was sure that this was the legendary Shizuri, who left the village of Konoha many years ago. He always wanted to meet the genius female ninja of the clan again, so he followed the trail to find my apartment, thinking he would see Shizuri's cool scene. But this is what happened. He witnessed the legend. Phone lying down, playing games in a bored state. Ami also opened her mouth. Both sides then also talked and asked what was going on. Like this, a ninja of this caliber dressed sloppily with messy hair. He wondered what the people in the village would think. When she saw the scene again, she thought that Men was the one who caused the incident. She had just released her aura for a bit when Shizuri scared her to death. Het felt like she had just been stabbed by a sword with her power. Remind her friend to know her place. Whoever dares to disturb her life is synonymous with death. Being threatened like that, Ami showed excitement and lay on the ground. This little girl admired her very much, so she also drooled when being glared at like that. Sukesa didn't understand what was going on, and Shizuri angrily kicked this perverted girl out, seeing her looking at him with a glare. The bored little girl tried to explain that she didn't know that woman.
Subscribe to my channel.